Well, after being caught up in the gambling and drinking of Prohibition-era Chicago, a young man named Sal gets in too deep with the wrong crowd. Will he lead a life of crime or get himself on the straight and narrow? Mary Walsh from Mechanicsburg is joining us for today's Author Spotlight. Her latest book, Once Upon a Time in Chicago, is available now. Mary, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So I don't want to get too much into the plot, and we kind of explained a little bit, but can you give us a little bit more background? What is this book about?
Sal is a young immigrant son of a very proud Sicilian family in Chicago in the 1920s and 30s, and he gets caught up in the lifestyle of the underground activities during Prohibition, and he drinks, he gambles, he's a hit with the dames, and then he gets caught up with owing money to somebody that he owes money to during a poker game. Okay. And everything, and approaches the underground organized crime families about.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. So what was the inspiration for this story? It's deep, it's dark, I love it.
Actually, my grandfather grew up in Chicago in the 1930s.
Okay.
So it's loosely based on some stories that he told us as we were growing up. Now, he passed away in 1993, but he told us a lot before he died, and I have many, many photographs of that era.
So you were able to really take that into consideration. I love it. Was his name Sal?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right.
Yes.
So this is your latest book, but it's one of 10 that you've written over the past 9 years. That's amazing. You've hit many genres. So what specifically, this one is historical fiction. What drew you to this specific genre?
I actually knew that there was not a lot of books about the era. As I was doing research, and finding things out and talking to family members and trying to find things written about it, there wasn't much out there. Yes, there's movies and TV shows, but there weren't a lot of books.
Okay.
So
I love it. And now you are also set to publish another book. Can you tell us about a book about the 20th anniversary of 9/11?
This actually started last fall when, at the 19th anniversary, and I thought, what can I do for next year for the 20th anniversary? So I asked all of my family members, friends, author contacts and everything, and I said, where were you? What did you do? How did you find out the news when the towers fell? So I brought together, it's an anthology of all of these people's stories, and I'm getting information from all over the country, and right now I have about 30 to 40 written contributions for it, and I'm looking for more if anybody wants to contact me about where they were and what they did. And with the book proceeds, they will be donated to the Fire Family Transport Foundation, which is an FDNY organization, 100% volunteer organization where they transport fire personnel and their families back and forth to medical appointments in the New York City area.
That's incredible. So, if somebody does want to contact you, how do they do that? And if somebody wants to get a hold of one of your books, how can they do that?
They can email me at marywalshwrites@gmail.com, or on my website, also marywalshwrites@wix.com/author, or I'm also on Facebook and Instagram.
Wonderful. Mary, thank you so much for being with us. Stay with us. We'll be right back.